Greetings, dear ones. Greetings, Jerome. Greetings to you all. May the living spirit that is within all things come forward and bring you the light, the freedom, the expansion, radiance of your higher self, your divine essence flowing in with unconditional love for you and for the whole of the earth, bringing forward clarity of thought, perception, positivity, bringing forward to your heart strength and resilience, faith, love and joy, compassion, courage, confidence. As you walk forward in your life, encountering all that is here in the third dimension, the physical plane, feeling within you, undeterred, undistracted, able to be strong and present in your center and create personal power, resilience, stamina, good health, well-being, resilience, deep soul connection, and deep understanding that is beyond the mind. Welcome, welcome to all who are gathered here, and all who may gather at a later date. For in your world there is time, but in my world there is no time. But there is power. And here, in the other dimensions of light, in the higher densities of light, we see in color. We see in that sense in shadow and light. We see where the power passes through, comes in, unobstructed. And we see the shadowy energies that try to distract you and pull you away from receiving what is your divine right. Power divine. Divine love, the deep knowing of connection and at-one-ment with the source of all life, bringing to you strength, confidence, bringing that sense in your body of peace and harmony, relaxation, the ability to let go and trust and have faith that all is well. Oftentimes you do feel, I am sure, like a child, as though you can't change anything. You're just there. Your parents have all the control. Is that Mother, Father, God doing it right? Is that really who is doing all this? Did God, Goddess permit for me to be harmed, pulled off center, distracted, told lies? Is that intentional? Is that what I have to accept? Did I do something to deserve to be hurt, to be misunderstood, to be neglected, abandoned, to feel unsafe and unprotected? Is that the heavenly command from the source of all love? Negative, dear ones, no. Now is a time for you to take great care of that inner child and make sure he, she knows, no, this is not the divine plan. There has been a great interruption, a great obscuring of the light on purpose to distract you, to bring your attention away from that truth because, well, there are lots of reasons. I would have to tell you the story of the whole universe. It would take a little time. But listen well inside yourselves, because your guides and helpers will be helping you to orientate yourselves towards the truth. Because there does need to be guidance towards truth. You know, in the world, sometimes people say, well, there's my truth and there's your truth. Well, beloved, there is truth. That is truth, and there is your version and another version, but ultimately, truth will speak to truth. and will be recognized by truth. And you have within you the ability to know truth, because the truth of love divine is that it is love, and it is not something else couched as something else. It is love, and it feels like love, and it acts like love, and it has the effect of love. And what love does, it makes you grow, makes you feel strong and well, makes you feel looked after, understood, taken care of, protected. Love builds you. Love expands you. Love makes you comfortable, relaxed, and at peace. And so if you don't feel those things right now, then think inside yourself, well, where did the love go? And can I just get it for myself, please? Because I need the love right now. My inner child, who is fragile, who carries the pain perhaps of other lives, needs right now to feel love, to feel secure, to feel well, to feel at peace and in harmony. That is the divine right of your being, to feel at peace, to feel connected to the divine source of all love, to feel able to be in harmony one with another. You will see in your world that there is still so much division, more in many ways than ever, that even amongst those you consider your friends and family, you are kind of seeing it all differently. How many versions of so-called truth can there be in truth? So right now, just feel, and with this very simple pendulum, if you like, let it swing. Just ask yourself a simple question. Does this that affects me in any moment come from love? And if it doesn't, at least know it doesn't. Trust that. Be informed. Listen to it well. But do not feed it into your inner child, into your deep inner self, into your fragile or wounded places. Take care of yourself. Just like you would not leave your child, those of you who are parents, or even those of you who love animals and just love beings, you would not leave your fragile, in that sense, exposed self in the rain, in the cold, in the ice, in the snow. You would not expose that vulnerable part of you without, if you have to put them out, you would protect them utterly and make sure that none of that cold gets to them. Though they might hear it or see it in the distance, they know they are looked after. So it is within you, beloved. Look after yourself. Keep your vulnerable child self well protected right now. Breathe deep and know that you are cared for, loved, that you are a precious, beloved soul in the heart of the divine. And however much narrative you may have about perhaps not being important, not being loved, not being held and taken care of, perhaps you would understand me when I say, replace the narrative. Tell that part of you, I love you. I am taking care of you. I protect you. I hold you safe. The needs of your inner child or your deep, fragile human self are very simple. Exactly that. You need to feel safe. You need to know that love is at the helm of your life. Love is guiding you, and love is being guided towards you. You need to know that your simple needs of food and shelter, of communication and deep soul connection with other human beings are met. They are simple needs. And you will notice that these simple needs are being threatened right now. You don't feel safe right now. In many senses, there's a feeling of insecurity. There's a feeling of exposure, of being exposed to something damaging and harmful. So then, of course, having made that promise to your inner child, you need to take action. You need to become informed. So the most important aspect of your work is, of course, to be informed that you are one with the divine and to practice that oneness every day, which means breathing, which means affirmation, which means chakra practice, which means basically empowering yourself. Seeing the truth and empowering yourself to know the truth. Not yet to do anything until you are ready, but to realize that you must speak. You must speak your truth. You must make your truth known as widely as you can. And sometimes in your social media circles and the platforms that you use, that is very challenging. As you feel the weight of public opinion, and as you feel the hidden places hiding even deeper. To what extent do you feel courageous to be able to speak your truth? This is so important. Your child self inside wants you to speak up, wants you to protect you. You are your greatest charge. You have this job. This is your soul's purpose, to look after you and to evolve you as an instrument, as a conduit of divine love, of divine creativity at this epic time. It is a special time, dear ones. I'm sure you can feel it, a very unusual time, not a time that often arrives upon your earth with such an opportunity, such a crisis, such a polarity, such an invitation to you to grow very, very strong and determined and full of your purpose. How many times have you heard yourself say, this all must change? It can't go on like this. How many times have you made movements in your life to try and make big changes? How many times have you felt the opposition of those who don't want to change, who want to stay believing in the old paradigm? You are used to it by now. All of you who come forward here, I know that within you are seeking answers. So I want to say to you again, the answers are inside you. There is your way. Pray, open, project, invite your higher self in to guide you along your powerful path, your soul's path of truth. Each one of you has a special gift to bring, so bring it. Share it. Perhaps here you can share it. Practice speaking up amongst each other. And the beloveds in this family are going to make a private type of site where you can really express yourselves. Here, apparently you're on a public site, and as you know, there's been a great deal of censoring, of monitoring, so-called, fact-checking, so-called. But which facts, beloveds? Facts or illusions? Truths or lies? Which facts are being checked? And so know this, watch well, for we are going to move into a place where there can be open speech, where there can be expression, emotional process, where people can bring their truth and really share and move the energy, for that is the time now. Your energy needs to move. You need to move. You need to come out of silence that is imposed from above. You need to come out of any kind of fear at all. You are the instigators of change. You are the power that rules the world, no one else. You have come here. Do not accept anything else other than the truth of love in your life. You know it. With all your heart, you know it. And so now there are many gathering together in a lot of different ways, and look for where it feels right for you. for you to come forward in safe and so-called legal ways, in other words, safe ways for you. Look well now, dear ones, into what you may do to really bring your power forward, either in word or deed, to become part of a global movement, a true movement of change, inspiration, upliftment, co-creation. Nothing can stop you, for you have the divine power literally radiating for you from the source of creation. You have the Solar Logos pouring into you. Each one of you has the opportunity to carry that Christ light, that light of renewal and rebirth. Each one of you has the power within you. So where will you find that power? You see, it will be in your inner child who knows freedom, who knows what's right, who knows what is love, who knows when he, she feels blocked, put down, shortchanged, lied to. Or we could say your instinct, or we could say your intuition, or we could say your deep knowing beyond the mind. And so within you feel that place that knows. It's why you're here. For my name means inner truth. My name means good faith. What is inner truth? It is not the love of which you are made and which you came here to magnify and expand, to create from, and to have great joy in doing so. For above all, every day affirm to yourself, each and every one, I am free. I am a free spirit in this body. I have come to experience joy, beauty, love, truth. To be a free spirit. To go where I will and bring the divine plan into being everywhere. And for this, I do not need to be suppressed, controlled, given commands, edicts. Everything I need is within me. I am the living spirit. I am the living incarnation of my higher self, my divine self. And I claim the full space to express all of me in this and all moments, and to bring forward all of my soul's color and celebrate the beauty of all beings and all life here upon the earth. So we have looked inside, dear ones. We have talked together about many things, and now it's time to clear any blocks, any confusion, any fear, and feel what it means to believe that you are free, that no one can take your freedom for any reason, and no one may impose upon you either lies or false edicts or any kind of harmful agenda. So breathe, because you will know everything I'm saying. Because we become a unity, dear ones. This unity is very powerful and needs replicating. You to find each other all over the world and find the powerful groups that you all are and connect the groups together. This really matters. For all over the world you are rising up, speaking truth, calling to each other, to support each other and bring the true divine plan forward. The divine plan which is love, which brings back the sustainability of life upon the earth, which brings back the abundance for all, which brings back justice, peace, harmony, equity, real equality, which brings back the law of love, the law of the one. For everything that you create with love is eternal. It might change its form, but the essence of it remains and propagates itself throughout all the worlds. And you have that essence within you that is love. And there is a great attempt to stop you, but you will not be stopped, for you are emanating from the divine source and carrying that power of love. And you cannot be stopped. You can be deterred. You can be delayed. You can get blocked. You can believe that fear comes from some kind of real power, but it doesn't. And soon you realize it. For if you follow fear to its end, it is a cold and dead place that you are going to. But if you follow love, you are coming to the eternal abundance. The never-ending power of love leads you to the source. And from the source flows all life, all forms, wonder, miracles, beauty, truth, harmony, and peace. So feel within yourself, beloved, today, as we come into connection and you bring questions forward, feel how all the time you are being asked to recognize this truth, to look after yourself by magnifying this truth, so that you do not slip into belief in lies and illusions placed before you with seeming power, with seeming threat that makes no sense, and you know it. When you believe in yourself and you know that you are the love, it makes it easy for you to see the opposite. Have faith. Know that the divine is present within you, present within billions of earth beings, billions. It is rising incrementally every hour. The peak is coming. And do not be deterred when you find your friends and family do not agree with you, do not see it, have not actually begun their journey of awakening. Do not be concerned, for they will travel their path at their own pace. But stay on your path. And above all, stay connected with each other. Empower each other. Applaud each other. Recognize and lift each other up. Thank each other. Love each other. And together, that is how this new and beautiful life upon the earth can be created. There is still some time, beloved, for even you who know everything I am saying, even you need some time to adjust and to get into action. But what are you going to do that is going to make sure about everything I am saying here? You need a bit of time. And also, the truth is, if you understand that these things that are being, shall we say, experimented upon you, you have time while they make mistakes. You have time to get it right. You have time to discover the truth, the science, the reality. You have time to vindicate your truth, to prove it. You have time to find out. This is the time now. It's time for you now to really understand and empower yourselves. Blessings and peace to you all.